Go ahead, champ. Take it away.
Okay, everybody, this is your champ, your favorite one. I know I am. Two
Your
times
volume's a little low, champ. I'm not sure why.
is up. I got it all the way up. Could you hear me?
Hold on. Let me see if I got to turn mine up. It's me. Sorry.
Oh, you messed my. Hey, everybody, this is Terrible Tim Witherspoon, former two-time heavyweight champ of the world, former sparring partner to Muhammad Ali and a whole lot of other guys. And that's Bryant. The let's see there. Okay, we got to find the name out for him. Hey, I think we're going to have the best show on the internet, or one of them, close to number one. We got all the knowledge, and you can understand us. You'll understand where we're coming from. And we're going to talk to you about the Tyson Fury and, how you say his name?
Usyk.
Usyk.
Something like Usyk, something like that.
Yeah, Usyk.
I got to get one of my Ukrainian friends on here.
Oh, so when I watched the fight, when I watched the fight, I didn't see that championship push, the championship thrust from either one of them.
You didn't see that level,
I didn't
championship
see it.
looking
I
level.
didn't see
That's
it.
what everybody said.
Oh, they did. See, I didn't even look yet. I
Yeah, a
didn't
lot
even
of people
look.
said it just wasn't.
Yeah, so I didn't even look yet. This is the first time, this is the first time I saw the fight, but I didn't even look to see people, to hear people's, their comments. So they knew they was getting 30, 100 million and all that. And that plays on your mind. That plays on your mind, and it looked like Tyson Fury, it looked on both of their face like they're getting paid big, you know, which is okay. They deserve that. But what about the fight? What about fighting and letting people see the push, the fight for the championship, the Rocky kind of like stuff? I didn't see that yesterday. Like the Sylvester Stallone in the Rocky movie, that type of thing. I didn't see that. Um, and God knows what they was doing to prepare for this fight. I don't know. Um, I, it was just a basic fight that I would probably pay $25 for. But the brothers, they good brothers, both of them. They had nothing to do with it. They had the promoters. They're promoters, and it was in Saudi Arabia. They're paying outstanding money. But it didn't look like Larry Holmes and Tim Witherspoon, Mike Tyson and Larry Holmes, or some of them big fights. It didn't look like that. It just looked like they was just trying to make it look good, or they tried their best. But I think the money was in their mind through the whole fight. Oh, I'm gonna be rich after this one. 100 million? Hey, I can't blame him.
Tim, does that compare to your 80,000 you got for fighting? Who did you get 80,000 for?
Oh, when I fought Holmes, it was kind of planned. When I fought Larry Holmes, when I fought Frank Bruno, they said, oh, they're gonna give me a $500,000. Frank Bruno got like 1,300,000 or 4 or maybe 2. And I knocked him out, and he got more than me. But they made it like 500,000. Then the manager gets half of that. It's 50-50, which I wouldn't go for 50-50. And we had to do that because Don King made it that way. His daughter Debbie get 50. I love her too, but she get 50. Then after that, they took taxes. They took expenses that I used. You know what I'm saying. Anything I needed or whatever I asked, if I borrowed money, they took that out. And then I went home for like about 170, and I made sure everybody got paid. Everybody, sparring partners, I gave them a couple of dollars, and I wound up with about 140, 30.
Yeah.
After that fight.
But that's nothing compared to $100 million fight. God.
And we put on a hell of a fight.
Yep.
Me and Frank put on a hell of a fight. I'm not saying that Tyson Fury and Usyk didn't, they did with the best, but I could feel it. I could tell. I'm a former heavyweight champ. I'm a boxer. I could look and tell that money was in their heads, the way they were fighting. Oh, I'm going to be filthy rich after this. I may be wrong, but they didn't really fight. All Tyson had to do was go to Usyk body all the time, bang, 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 and then go to the head later on. I had a good trainer that taught me how to fight movers, and that would have been an easy fight for me. Easy fight. Tyson was going backwards. He got long arms. He got long arms. You could catch him right out here because he's tall. Tyson got long arms. You know, he could hit Usyk out here. Bang, bang. Keep hitting him and bang him out there.
Mm.
But Sugar Hill never fought, and I love him too. I don't want him to be upset with me. Sugar Hill never fought. His uncle was a trainer, a good trainer, and everything, and he never fought Usyk. So I never seen Tyson Fury fighting a southpaw like you're supposed to fight a southpaw. Now we on our podcast, we have footage of how you should fight a southpaw. Brian taped it all and put it up there. That's just a little bit of it, how he should have fought.
Yeah. He really didn't bring it. He didn't bring the knowledge to the fight.
You didn't see no right hands. You didn't see
Yeah,
Tyson Fury throwing right hands. That's your jab when you're fighting. It's awkward. Both of your hands are in front of each other. Like the left hand is for me. I'm a left hand and I'm a right hander. Now the southpaw hand is going to be right in front of this hand. So it's going to be hard to get your jab off because they both going to be meeting each other. You're on that side. Now I'm a right hand. I'm fighting the southpaw. I got to throw it in the easier to go in. We did a video, Brian, to put it on there for you.
Yeah, I'm going to pull it up. I'll put it up, champ.
Where you keep throwing. I kept telling his son to throw the right hand. I kept telling the other kid was southpaw. And I kept telling him to throw his left hand. I kept telling Wesley to throw his right hand because it's southpaw. Both of your jabs going to be right in the way of each other. But if you can get that jab in, get it in. But really, it's the right hand. But when you're fighting the southpaw and the southpaw fighting the right hand, both of your lead hands going to be in the way. So you got to use the other hand. Go ahead, Brian.
I'll do this. You want me to pull it up, champ?
Yeah.
I'll pull it up. All right. I just had to get it up. So this is how Tim trains his fighters to fight a southpaw. All right. We'll go right to here. Everyone will see it. We'll go to full. All right. Here we go, champ. I'll blow this up.
And you really, you know what?
Everybody, this is Terrible Tim Witherspoon, former two-time heavyweight champion. First ones, okay? So I'm gonna be right-handed. And he's southpaw. Get southpaw, okay? Okay. In the beginning, when you come out when the bell ring, my lead hand is a left and his is a right. That's kind of like going to get in the way of your jab. All right, try to shoot your jab. See, they're like in the way, right? So really, I'm right-handed. My right-handed is going to be more effective when I'm fighting a southpaw. So put your hands up. So me trying to come in this way is better than both of our hands in front. Okay? All right? So we're going to be going this, but really try to throw the right hand to a southpaw. And the southpaw throws his left. That's how they're going to get in here, see? And I'm going to do the right. Okay. Now, this is another way. I haven't seen this on YouTube or nowhere else. Okay? Now, I'm right-handed and I'm fighting the southpaw, right? Okay, when he shoots his jab, okay, shoot the jab. I'm catching it. Now, the next time, I'm going to slip to the outside. Turn your shoulders like this. Ready? Turn. Move in here. Okay, stay there. I haven't seen this yet. Okay, get on the outside of that southpaw lead hand and move in here. Don't spin out here like this, but move in like this. And he's going to turn right into your punches. Turn. And you keep going this way. Now, do you think that if I slip this way, go ahead, shoot a punch. Do you think he's going to turn this way to get me? No, he's not going to turn this way to get me. He's going to turn right into my punches. It makes sense. Shoot the jab, and I'm going to move in here. Now keep coming. He's moving into my punches. That is a really good method, and he's just learning this today. But that is a good method. I knew it for a long time. Okay, let's do it again. I knew it for a long time. The old timers taught me that. Okay, come on. I'm gonna throw a jab. Catch that right hand. No, catch the right hand. Catch it with the back hand. Now, you don't want to do it with this here lead. Catch it with the back. Right. There you go. Now, let's try to jab each other. Now, that's in the way. So he got to throw his left. That's how he's going to get his in. Throw his left, and I'm going to throw my right. That's how I get my jab in. But sometimes if you can sneak it in, go. Okay, now, what you do next is when he shoots his jab, shoot your jab, I'm slipping out here, and I'm moving in here. Remember, do not move out, turn like this way. Just slip and go in here. Keep turning towards me. See, this is how you get your benefit. Keep moving around like that. That's really one of the best ways to.
There we go, champ.
Yeah, that's just a little bit of what you can do when you get on the outside of the southpaw jab and left hand. I was very comfortable with it. It
Some-
made me.
Somebody said, Chim, I don't mean to interrupt you. He
No,
said,
go ahead.
He said Fury was a tad too big to counter off the slip. He thinks he can't slip.
No, I don't care how big you are, you can slip. All you gotta do is turn your shoulder. That you know that's a good question or whatever you want to say. All you gotta do is turn. He just look Sugar Hill. I love him. Doesn't know how to do all that. You know, the loyalty between Tyson Fury and Sugar Hill caused him to fight. And I love both of them. I'm just telling you my opinion. You can say what you want to say about me. Sugar Hill, how many fights he has? I don't think any. Tyson Fury like him, I think because Emmanuel and him were tight. I think they had some kind of relationship. And that shows you how much Tyson, how much he loved and have love for different people. He brought him in the corner. But I would have got somebody that's, that really knows what to do. That cost Tyson Fury that fight. And I love Sugar Hill, but he don't know. He doesn't know. Tyson didn't do anything that pertained to fighting the southpaw. Not really. He did try to throw that right hand a couple of times. He didn't throw it enough.
Yeah. So, if you were training him for the fight, that's exactly what you went into that video right there. Just showed him keep that foot on the outside of the southpaws.
That'll make you get down there easy. Yeah. If you keep real quick, Brian, if you keep that left foot on the outside of his lead foot, that makes it easy for you to slide in. But if you have it on the inside, it's going to be awkward. So you keep that feet on the outside of his lead feet and slide right in real quick. Those left hooks. The left hook's right hand, and he'll turn right into your punches. He's not going to turn the other way. I was taught that long time ago, and nobody's doing it. They slipping on the outside, some of the people, but they're not doing the rest of the stuff. Go in so the southpaw can turn into your punches, and then you just turn right in and catch them. So both of them were warriors. To me, it wasn't really an exciting fight at all. I know that the Irish people and the Gypsy people loved it, and all the people that was for Usyk over there, they loved it. But to me, knowing boxing, I don't know everything, but I know then I didn't really what I'm saying. I didn't enjoy the fight. It was okay. It was okay. Could have been better if they both would have had somebody, or Tyson Fury would have known how to fight. And he's loyal to Sugar Hill.
So Tim, do you think Fury's gonna start getting out of boxing now? Do you think with 2 losses under him, it's maybe time to get out and save his brain? You know how much at his age, the more he gets hit now, the more it will affect him when he gets older.
Well, he's wealthy as hell now, so that takes away a lot of your push to be champion or stay champion. He has so much money.
Who said silk sheets make it really hard to wake up in the morning? Who was that? What boxer was that?
I don't know.
It was a famous boxer who said silk sheets make it really hard to get up in the morning.
That's cool. He wasn't from America because ain't that much silk over here. It is, but in the other countries. But the thing is that money knowing that they got that money probably didn't make them work. They worked hard, but not like you really want to. Damn, 100 million, you know. And
Marvin Hagler said it. That's who said it.
okay, Marvin
Thanks,
Hagler, yeah,
Sue Gundy's. Sue Gundy's. That's right, Marvin Hagler.
yeah.
Hagler. Yeah.
I mean, I would have, and I know Tyson. I was around him. I wasn't around Usyk, but I could just tell. I could just tell. If you're losing, look at all that money.
Yep.
I don't
Well,
care. Something like this, I don't care. Hey, I'm getting all that money.
uh, Sue Gundy's also said Fury versus Joshua is a good fight to make now that they're both coming off losses. Now you wanted to work with Joshua too, right? You
Yeah.
put it out to both Fury and Joshua.
Yes, I really think that Anthony Joshua just need to be in shape and keep his defense tight, and he should beat Tyson Fury. All Tyson Fury need, and I hate to keep saying it again, he don't need a person that never fought before. He needs somebody that's been there and done it before. Like I said, I love them brothers. They trying hard. But Tyson Fury needs a real trainer. But he's millionaire. He's all this money. Do you think he really give a damn? I don't know. But Joshua, I think if that fight go off, it'll be a really good fight. That Joshua defense is better because he does keep his arms tighter. Tyson Fury is all out here. Tyson needs somebody to show. It's too late in the game. Not late, too late, but Tyson needs somebody to show him defense. He's all wide all the time. And sometimes he'd come like this. I was checking it out yesterday and a couple other fights. But Anthony Joshua keep his tight, even though he had trouble with defense. And I criticized it on a positive criticism. I did that on our podcasts, but they're so much loyal to who their little friends are, or their friends. They don't want to reach out and reach to somebody that could really get them past that.
Champ, what about the AI? How did you feel about that AI judge? They said it was pretty accurate.
Okay.
Post fight, like it was. Now it's not going to take the heart of the fighters into it, looking at who, you know what I mean, who really fought the hardest, but it's going to look at the data, like literally this person hit more than the other person did.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of like, I don't know. And then we have a computer computer saying what was right and wrong. We so used to seeing two men doing it or whatever, not two women, not just, I'm just saying they say that. So this getting complicated now in terms of feelings and everything. It's getting complicated. And whether the AI, whatever, it really is accurate and people that believe in it. What about a human being? The AI is like the computer and stuff like that, and everybody think that it calls things correctly, but a human being can also.
Right.
They have to figure that out, though, Brian.
Yeah. And do you think, I mean, if we take again away the corruption away from what can happen to AI, a person can simply program it to be bad. But if
they can.
Well, I mean, you can make an AI, do whatever you want. I mean, it can also be programmed.
That's not cool. That's not
cool.
It
can also
Brian,
be
you the
programmed.
brain, you the smart.
If you had a system that had checks and balances, and you had unbiased people, if you looking at it and saying, all right, the system is unbiased. It does take out what you suffered from back in the day, where some of the judges were paid off, and I mean, there is that aspect of it, that if it was always in every fight, you would know how far off those judges were. And you could say, well, maybe there was something nefarious going on there. Because obviously when you were fighting, there was a lot of that going on. You have unlimited stories about how corrupt with Don King and all of those people were involved.
But not only him, we knew that some of the refs, some of the judges, you give them a couple of extra thousand and they going for you. It happened. I really had never talked to nobody directly, but No, I had conversations, but the proof of it, no, I never seen it, but you know it, you could feel it. You could feel it by the judge, by after that last bell ring, and this guy won bigger than the other guy, or the other guy beat the other guy, but this split, you could tell that somebody was paid off or something like that. Somebody fought real hard and they didn't get the win. No, that actually, I could feel it. I could feel it a couple of times. Somebody mentioned it to me and said, "Hey, this what happened," but I couldn't find no evidence. But you could tell, guy
Now
fighting
they
hard. Go ahead.
now they're with the guys who went over, the boxing legends who went over. We got to get you back involved with that, Tim. I think Roberto Duran got $50,000 this time to go
Wow,
over. So they're
wow.
going up. They're all on that short list for that Saudi thing now, and now that money keeps going up for them. And it'd be good to get you back in, and so you could get over there because you were on that short list, but you had that
Yeah, I
accident.
burnt my hand. I burnt my hand
Yeah,
real
yeah,
bad.
you were still
I burnt my
scarred.
hand and my stomach, and it was early in the morning, and I was in too much of pain. And I just wish they could realize. See that the color is different and everything. Uh,
Well, yeah, it'd be good.
It'd
It'd
be
be good.
nice to go over. What the hell?
Yeah, yeah. Somebody said, Tim, you would have murdered any of these heavyweights.
In shape. But let me say this to you: like, I'm older than them. I'll be 67 in a couple of weeks, and I was with the old trainers, and they taught you all the old stuff, but they didn't want us lifting weights. That's why, when you come in, you see a lot of those guys, they got all this Holyfield.
Yeah,
They
Holyfield defined that, right, champ? I mean, he
yeah,
was just, but he had to because he said he worked with the one of those world bodybuilder guys. I forget the guy. Was it?
okay.
Yeah, I forget the guy's name, but he worked.
Atlas.
No, it was this guy that started with a P, I think his last name, but he said he just didn't have the
Oh, I
power.
know who it was. That the black guy. No,
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 I
I
think
know who you're talking about.
he was a big time in
Big
bodybuilder,
time
but
down there in Georgia.
yeah, he got him jacked, man. But Vander said he just didn't have the power when he went up in weight. He said he needed more power, and he destroyed about he was fought a lot of guys and tore him
He
up. He
had
had good
stamina
skill
too.
too.
He had good stamina too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You want to read some of the
Oh yeah, hold on. AI works well until they glitch, which always happens eventually. Yeah, there will always be sometimes something might happen with the programming, but it's getting so foolproof right now that it's getting better and better and better. But yeah, I mean, and then you also have human factor, right? The judges are sleepy. Maybe they partied the night before. They got paid off, but there's
Yeah,
always
you
that.
can't pay AI off unless
Nope.
whoever's running the AI get a big payday. The guy that's running it. But once you type in and let the AI start moving, you can't you can't mess with it or something, right? Or you can't
Yep.
determine.
Yeah,
Well,
you can put a lot of things in there that make sure that it doesn't, have a lot of variables and stuff like that. A lot of measures to make sure it stays, as
that's
correct
Manager
as possible.
Marty. That's
Here
Manager
he is. Yep,
Marty.
there's your coming.
Yeah,
Salute to the champ, he said.
because salute to you, champ. All right. He
Lee
has a
Haney. Lee Haney is
Lee Haney.
was
Yeah, Lee Haney. I was around him. He's a did some steroid taking guy.
they-
No, this is what I heard.
yeah, I
I
know.
don't know nothing about it.
Tim, to get that big, yeah, that's just not humanly
That's
possible.
who he was with.
Who?
That's who Holyfield was around.
Oh
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
yeah, he was around Lee. And somebody was saying, oh, he took a little bit of steroids at one point. I heard people saying that. So hey, that's just the way the ball turns around nowadays. Um, but
How did you think Tyson Fury looked physically when he was in there?
they mentioned his weight, and I thought about that once they said his weight, and he's overweight. Um, his weight, he was like 280.
Yeah.
but he would fight way better at 240, 250 because of his
You
height and
think he
everything.
just didn't put like when he fought Ngannou, he just didn't put the effort in for that fight? Do you think he just didn't put the effort into the training for this fight?
I don't think he should be 280. They made big tons of money, and I've done it before, and they slack down on real training. They do a lot of interviews. They out there, oh, I'm the champ. Um, I didn't really go out, pushing stuff like that. And he has a family. He has a family. He loves his kids. He loves his wife. That slows you down a little bit. And if you're not away from home, man, you're going to be out of shape. You're going to be out of shape. So he looked all right, even though he gained that weight. But I think it was because they making all that money. They didn't give a damn.
You're gonna like this.
Even Usyk didn't even.
Here's one an answer for you, champ. You're gonna love this one from
Uh-oh.
Sugun Denise. He must know you or something.
What did he
See what
say?
lifting weights is important, but I think just chopping wood is good for punching power specifically.
Okay.
He
Now,
knows your secret.
yeah, we be chopping that wood with that heavy axe. He's kind of like right, but like the weightlifting, I started later in my career. But if I would have started in the beginning, oh man, and no, not to get too bulky where I'll be slow. Just lift them weights so it can give me some strength and more power, punching power. We the old time trainers didn't believe in weightlifting, or else I would have had a nice Holyfield look, Tyson look, and I kind of regret it because I listened to my coach. That's how much I listened to my teacher. He said no weights, not that much. Even though we snuck off and lift a little bit, but we couldn't do it around him and stuff like that. So if I would have did it, man, I'd have been much more aggressive, much more knockouts. um I don't know what the skies are the limits would have been for me. Yep. Lifting them weights and having a good trainer, physical trainer, not no boxing trainer, which those guys needed.
Champ, here we go. This is probably true. I mean, Holyfield did get ridiculously ripped. He says, no disrespect to Holyfield, but I heard about Royd scandal regarding Holyfield. I mean, that's possible because
Yeah.
you get to a point. I mean, some guys genetically, but that's got to be a very small amount of people that can get that physically perfect looking without some chemical assistance.
A lot of things is genetic with certain races of people. Is known to be genetic. If you get
The Samoans, you can
Yeah.
always say they're always going to be just ridiculously huge. Like the smallest guy in a Samoan tribe's like 6'2", and he's like the small guy.
Yeah, what's his name? Oh God, I keep my man too.
Toa,
Ta-
Tua,
Tua,
yeah.
David Tua. I be seeing the way he exercise. I didn't see no weights. I did see a little bit.
He's
I see a
just
little bit.
he's
You seen him?
naturally,
You
yeah,
seen
he's
him working out, right?
naturally.
Yeah.
He throws an overhand, right? Isn't he known for an overhand?
No.
What's
He's
his
known for
killer
just being.
punch?
He's known for just putting that punch in. He's strong on both hands.
Yeah, yeah.
He's strong on both hands, and I don't know. Naturally, I think he got that stuff. He's religious, and I don't think he mess around with drugs or nothing like that.
Butterbean was like that. Butterbean had that one punch knockout if he got it in. I don't think he was a big bodybuilder. He just,
No, he could
freak of
throw that
nature.
over. He could throw that right hand and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. There's
You
a
know.
few guys out there you can talk about who would just hit with, ruthless natural power. I would imagine Foreman too. Foreman had
Yeah, Foreman.
unnatural
Yeah,
power.
yeah. I don't know if he lift
Pinkleton,
weights.
Pinkleton, look who you fought. He was real ripped too and
Yeah.
powerful.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. You know, um, that's just the way it is. With Alexandria saying,
That was what you just answered it. Uh,
oh,
the Sugundis guy says Holyfield was just so lean and he had such a low body fat that it made him look bigger than he was. That's true. Riddick Bowe
yeah,
was
yeah.
twice his size, but didn't look nearly as impressive.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Riddick Bowe. I don't know how
Oh,
much.
Reddick Bowe.
I don't think he lifted a lot of weights, but he probably did. I never asked him when I seen him.
I haven't talked to him in a while, Reddick.
Yeah, I think they're doing something with him right now. And I heard some movement that he would. He's not trying to fight, but he was exercising or training for
Yeah,
something.
it wasn't he was he was going for some type of special therapy for I don't know what is it, his legs or something. He was having some problems.
Yeah. So I'm pretty good in good shape. And if they offer me a fight in like 2 months, I can get ready. I had a good defense. I do be forgetting a lot sometimes, um, but I could be ready if it was. But I'm kind of old, but I know how to protect myself.
It don't matter. I gotta make money. I don't have a lot of money, so if you gotta fight and sacrifice your body for me, you're already old. You've lived your life. I'm 53. You're 66. I need a big cut of that money. I'm gonna put something together. I'm
Hey
gonna put
man,
you in there with Usyk. I don't care.
listen, man. The fight that could have been the making of a really big fight. But here it is Tyson backing up from a short guy. I know he was taught to go backwards and fight, but he
Yeah,
should have been taught to go forward, sideways.
yeah.
Sugar Hill don't really know. I think the difference. Sugar Hill's a good. I love that brother, but if I was in Tyson Fury and he would wanted to learn new stuff, we would have beat we'd have beat Usyk. I'm telling you.
So champ,
Sugar Hill really don't. He don't really. Because if he did, Tyson Fury would be fighting.
yeah,
You said
champ.
from the southpaw.
What about this question here? Who
Yeah,
is more technical, old school boxers or modern? I think old school were much
yeah.
more
Old school.
knowledgeable. Were
Old
more
school.
knowledgeable.
Old school. The old trainers are not. A lot of them are not around, and they
Okay.
teach you the little things. Not. They don't teach you. You know what I'm saying? Like they
They
don't
get
teach.
too complicated nowadays. He's really fancy. Move
Yeah,
this way, spin
yeah,
around in a circle, and do
yeah.
this,
That.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Once you teach a boxer basics, he can add on. He can add on to his repertoire, whatever he does.
And Tim, as you know too, a lot of the old school boxers just didn't have the charisma to suck people in like some of these other guys who know nothing, but they have big charismas. They make people believe they know more than
Okay.
what they know. So a lot of the old school boxers were just old, they were boxing coaches and
Yeah.
they didn't have the big charisma and the salesmanship to sell their methodology. I
You
mean,
hit
you
it
get
right on
guys
the
like
nose.
Slim Perkins and two legends that could know all the old secrets, yet nobody seeks them out. Slim Perkins, right down here in Philly, destitute. He's and he's got amazing knowledge like you, but nobody seeks them out. This would be if you were a Shaolin guy, you would be Kung Fu guy, you would be going around to train with all the masters. You guys would be a stop along the way. You would be the grand masters. These other guys aren't even, unfortunately, people don't believe, but they wouldn't even be like brown belts. They'd be green belts in karate and kung fu. They just wouldn't be on that level. You guys would be the grand masters, but
No,
they
I
don't.
understand. I understand what
Boxing
you're
don't
saying.
think that way. Boxing don't think that. They don't think about masters and grand masters, and they don't. They just think hey, this guy
Well, it's a
has a good
different sports.
charisma and he's a big salesman, so
Yeah, it's
we'll
a
go
different
train with him.
sports. It's a different sports also where they just have one trainer and a different type of training.
Well, I
You
mean,
know.
just the way they look at the legends. So you guys are
Okay.
forgotten. In you go into a kung fu school, a
Okay, I
karate school,
got you
they have
now.
pictures of
Yep.
all the
Yeah.
greatest people and
Yeah.
all up on the walls. You bow to them, and you keep that respect and the legends of them going. And that's unfortunately what they don't do at boxing. Once somebody's forgotten, they're forgotten.
That make a lot of sense. So like Ali was all natural. He's
Oh yeah,
all natural. I don't think he could teach. He could teach that the dancing thing, but that's just a little part of it. There's a lot more to it. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
keep your hands up.
yeah,
Ali
yeah.
just moved around all naturally with his speed and all that. But He could teach that, but there's a lot more to it that you might. Suppose you get a little tired. Everybody can't dance 15 rounds like Ali.
Yeah,
Suppose you get tired. You got to know how to keep your
and you
deep.
got to know the secret of his jab like you did. A lot of people didn't understand the secret of that jab, what he was doing with that thing. People didn't understand it, you know. So you
He
try
was
to,
catching flies.
yep, just slapping it out there.
Yep,
Flicking jab. He was the master of the flicking
and
jab.
then he flick it in front of your eyes and drop a
Yep.
right hand right behind it.
Yep.
So I was, I love to see. I love to see Tyson yesterday on television. I was waiting for the fight, and I wasn't excited because I know a lot more skills. I wasn't really excited. Um, and they made all that money. I think that affected them. It affected Tyson. They made all that money. They didn't work hard. Maybe if they was getting, I don't know, if they was only getting 10 million because they already got a whole lot of money. Suppose they didn't have the money in the bank that they have. They would probably work harder.
Yeah.
So Tyson he got a couple $100 million now, right? Or whatever.
He got
And
a lot.
he got like 80 million for that.
Yep.
And after taxes, he probably go home with like 60 or 40.
Hey,
60.
just as a little commercial for Tim here. If anybody wants their boxing skills reviewed, your shadow boxing, hitting the heavy bag, or sparring, Tim will review it. A 7-minute video. Just all you got to do is send an email. There'll be a link in the description, or you can go to any of the past videos, and you can find the link. I'm gonna actually have to put that in there now, Tim. I think I have the Patreon on there. You can contact me from the Patreon also, but I'll put the other email in there now. Tim Witherspoon Marketing.
Yeah. I've been training. I've been, some day, I take off a couple of days and get back to training. And I still feel, as long as I hit that hammer, I feel like I get in there and knock somebody out. I'll be going there hitting the hammer like, it's just like chopping wood. That will keep my legs and stuff is not bad. But as long as I keep hitting that heavy hammer, I feel like I can still get in there and do it. My breathing be good. But it's not my time. It's these guys' time. If I get in there and do an exhibition, I'll do something like that. But the knowledge, I'm staying healthy so we can let everybody know.
Here you go. You'll see this pop up under my channel and Tim's.
Okay.
So you're gonna get twice. But wait a minute, that's no good. It's this here. I'll just type it in. This is Tim's marketing email right here for the lessons. So if you want to, or just do online lessons right there, just send it to phillyshell101@gmail. So anybody I know, or if you just want to do lessons with Tim online too, or come fly in and spend some time with him at his son's gym, sparring and learning from the champ, you can do that too.
Yeah. I don't know everything, but I know more than a lot of those guys that's out there today. Like I said, I'm not shocked. Yes, I am. It's hard. It's bad to dog somebody. Sugar Hill never fought. He never fought. But
Champ, what do you think?
Love him. I love him too. I love him too. And
Tim, what do you think about this here? I know you're gonna like this one. Gino said, also people nowadays think they can figure out boxing secrets easily. Like everyone can do it. That's very true. A lot of people think they can figure out all those old secrets you guys did, but they'd have to train with a master like you.
Yeah, you're right. They can't figure it out because we put stuff on there on our show, skills and stuff, and some of the the participants really can't get it right. They have to come directly to us to get it. They can guess it. They can guess it, but hey, if you can't, hey, you're gonna be in trouble. You got to come right to the source.
Yep. Yep, yep. And then you got to have talent. Then you got to put talent on it. Sometimes some people they just do it as a hobby, huh, Tim?
Yeah, but it takes a little bit longer. If it takes you a long time to learn, I'm willing to, hang in there with you. It's just going to take. I'm patient. I know it'll work because I've seen it happen before. It takes a long time. See this guy for like 3 weeks, and then a couple of months later, I go somewhere and come back. He got it done. He knows what he's doing now.
Bruce Gass is here.
That's my man, Bruce. What's up, Bruce? We watched the fight yesterday. I really wasn't impressed with the fight, Brian. I wasn't impressed. It was good to
Yeah,
see
no,
Tyson. It
a
was good to
lot of
see
people
Tyson.
weren't.
Oh, okay. It was good to see Tyson and Usyk to fight. Um, he came in like what, 40 pounds heavier, whatever. Um, I don't know. I don't know, man.
And if you guys want to support Tim on his Patreon, you can over there. If you want to go sign up, that link will be in the description. We always put that, and it will be in the comments. I'll pin it to his Patreon, but I think I'll also pin that email so people can email you about doing the a boxing review.
Yeah, what keep me in the game is when I go and whenever I come over to the gym, I get that hammer, that big hammer, and I start hammering. And after 15 minutes of it, I feel young again. At that big hammer, the big head on there, and I'll be like, oh, boom, boom, man, that revives me. It revives me. If I wait like a couple of months and I be feeling in my body, say, man, I gotta hit that hammer. And I go in there one day, I could feel the difference. And after you finish hitting it and you hit the bag, you're like, wah, 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 wah. So imagine if you fighting and you do that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, champ.
Yeah.
Anthony says, I noticed a lot of boxers today are out of shape compared to the past, especially heavyweights.
I think that Evander and a lot of those guys were in good shape. They're in good shape. I see that the other way, kind of like in a way. I don't know. I'm not. So right now they got the new like sports medicine stuff where they doing all that stuff. And these guys are in shape because they get them trainers that know the sports medicine. They know what type of vitamins you take. They know what type of weights to use. They know what muscles to work on. Which when I was there, they didn't present that to us. Oh, let's work on this muscle because that's your hard punch or abdomens or around there. So now there's science. It's science.
Talk
Yeah,
about stability muscles, like doing
yeah,
dumbbells a lot to build the stability muscles.
yeah.
Also, everybody go check out Bruce Gass Boxing and Jazz. He's got a
Yes, Bruce
channel.
Gas.
Yeah.
That's our associate, our buddy. That's my man, Bruce.
Bruce has a lot of clams in his backyard you can dig. I went there. I dug them. My kid and I were digging. He lives right on the ocean. We were on the ocean. I was
You was
digging up
there
all
at
the
his
clams.
house.
Huh?
You was at his house.
Yeah, I visited him over there. Yeah.
Oh,
I showed you. I
you
took a
mean to
picture of
tell me they had
he had that
clams?
beautiful plant you loved. He had this one plant on his deck, and you really liked that plant.
Okay. Hey, so he lived near the ocean where you could get clams.
Right on, literally on the ocean.
Oh,
On
he's
the
rich.
ocean. Yeah.
He's
Right
rich.
on it. Yep.
He's rich. Better go over there.
That's some expensive property. Well, if he wasn't rich when he sells it, he will be rich.
Okay. Whoa, that's cool.
We'll have to go over there one day. We'll have to drive up.
Yeah, I know that. I was going to do that. I was supposed to, because he came down. What's that Anthony B thing there?
We already said that the
We already
heavyweights
said
not being
that.
as in shape as they used to be.
What did it say?
Just you remember you answered that one. That's the one I noticed. A lot of boxers today are out of shape. But I wonder if Bruce.
No, they in more shape now. If you ask me.
Oh, you think they're in more shape? Yeah, different training.
Yeah. I think because of the technology, a lot of the boxers got it. They're using these different machines. They're using these different vitamins. They're using all these things. Where the old timers didn't want us to do that.
And they have better diets too. Like you were telling me to put weight on that make you drink beer. Remember?
Well, say that again.
Remember Slim Robinson? You had to put weight on or
Oh,
something. So
oh
they made
yeah,
you drink beer.
yeah. Because I was a heavyweight, and I was like I was 207, 205, and Slim told me, he said, "Look, just drink some beer." you, he actually said that to me. Yo, just drink a beer or two. Because
Jim decided to drink a beer in 10, right?
at what?
You drank a beer of 10.
At 10 years old?
No, I said you instead of drinking a beer or 2, you drank a beer in 10.
Intent.
You drank a lot of beer instead. What I'm saying.
Oh, instead.
Yeah, you like you're drinking.
I
Back in
really
the day.
didn't. I drank my first alcohol when I was like real quick. My uncle gave it to me. I didn't know what it was, and I spit it out, and I got drunk. I drunk it, and he said, "Oh," he started laughing at me, and my mom was mad at him. She like was mad at him. Why you give him that stuff? I remember this. And then the next time I drunk was like I was like 18 or 19. I drank some beer. I didn't like it. But then when I started boxing and getting around the big crowds, that's when I started
Watch out
drinking.
for your wine closet when you invite Tim over, everybody. I'm just saying.
Well, lately
Remember the one live we did? And we got the time wrong. We started at 11 and we had a party and everybody watches drink and eat.
yeah, I think I remember
11
that.
o'clock at night, 12 o'clock. It was fun.
What does Bruce say? They take.
Oh, they hold on. He
Okay.
said they take too much time off and get out of shape, then have to work hard to get the weight off. That's the silk sheet thing, right? Like Hagler said, you get them the silk sheets and it's hard to get out of bed. You live in that big life.
Yeah, but
You got nothing motivating you. You already got the big house. You're not struggling to pay rent. The hardest fighters were back in the 1920s and 30s where if they didn't fight, they didn't feed their families. They were fighting this for life-sustaining resources, and those guys would fight, themselves to the death.
Yeah, but not every fighter, every boxer did that. There were a lot of boxers that was dedicated, and then there was some that didn't. So that's true. They're true. They lay back, and then I'm rich. I got money. And they be staying around their family longer than they supposed to. So that's truth. That's truth.
All right, champ, we're hitting that mark. You want to take it out?
What?
It's time. Your time.
Oh, it's time. Okay. No, listen,
You told me to remind you.
Yeah. So this particular, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and everything. We're gonna have a lot more, more really nice shows and everything. But I watched the fight. To me, I don't want to say disappointed, because I wanted to see a better fight than that. I know Tyson Fury. I never met Usyk before. I hung around Tyson. He's really got a big heart. He's a really good dude. I'm sure Usyk is. But those millions that they made and everything, they could have gave us a better fight. I love them both, but they could have gave us a better fight. And I felt that the fight, they were just moving around because they knew they was getting 100 million, 70 million. And that really made me think. I was like, some of that is because of that money they both was getting.
Yeah.
That's what's in my mind. Well, I got all this. Oh, we guaranteed this money. So then, what about the fight? When the bell ring, I'm gonna try to win. But if at any point it feels like I'm not gonna, I don't think I'm gonna win it, or he gonna win a decision. I'm just gonna go through the regular rounds and then get my money after the 12th round. If your guys understand what I mean, that money is something.
That it is.
So,
All right, champ.
I want to thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming on. We just getting back on the show, getting back on the whatever, and we're gonna have some good stuff here. Okay.
All right. See you later, everyone.
All right. Thank you.